You know, I'm late to the One Punch Man anime party. People have already talked about the animation changes and reviewed the episode, but that will not stop me from talking about this show. As far as I'm concerned, the anime is pretty dang good. The animation is not great, yeah, but the story is still solid and I'm sure that JC's staff is doing their best. With this new season, we are introduced to a variety of new characters like the strongest man in the whole wide world, King, and the not-for-fan service Ice Queen, Fubuki. Yes, these new characters are exciting, but today I wanted to do something a little fun and explore a side of these characters that most casual viewers don't get to see, that being their webcomic counterparts. We get to see just how far our Caped Baldy has come. This isn't something that I'm going to take too seriously, so just try and laugh along. It'll be so much fun. I think I'm growing a small identity on this channel that compares the source material to the anime's episodes, and I'm happy to take that role, but I kinda want to post a different kind of video this week to make sure I don't burn out. If you enjoyed this video and want to support me in my future endeavors, then please consider being my hero by leaving a like and subscribing. Man, did I just really say that? I'm BriThi, your local DJ, and in today's video, I'm going to compare some of the newly introduced characters from One Punch Man Season 2 to their webcomic counterparts. Before we get into it, I just wanted to give a little backstory on how the webcomic turned into the manga that eventually led up to the anime. Big thanks to the One Punch Man wiki that translated an interview which gave me all this information. The author, pen-named One, is the original creator of One Punch Man. Before it became a manga, he would draw this webcomic, which is the original source material for everything. Fun fact, One started this webcomic just to test out an art program. He would go on to continue the story for quite some time. The webcomic, despite the art, was hugely popular with how fantastic the story was. Eventually, the comic drew the attention of Yusuke Murata, a mangaka or a manga artist. He previously worked on the famous manga I Shield 21, which, by the way, fantastic show. He approached One and asked if he would mind if they could collab and create One Punch Man, the manga. At the time of asking, he was unable to follow through with the collab because he was under contract with Shonen Jump. Luckily, as time went on, Yusuke was able to finally adapt One's webcomic. The manga blew up, creating an anime adaptation in 2015 that created a worldwide phenomenon. Jumping forward to 2019, where we are now, despite a studio change, One Punch Man is still hitting on all cylinders, being one of the top anime of the spring season. Did you get all that? Great. If you haven't ever heard of the webcomic, then you are in for a treat. Let's take a look together at some of the new characters from the anime and then compare it to their webcomic counterparts. To start us off, I wanted to take a deep look into King's introduction scene and also the beginning of the second season. God, the monsters are sometimes pretty creepy, I have to admit. I didn't really like King at first, but he really grew on to me because he's a weeb, and now he is actually one of my favorite characters. The sound effects of his heartbeat in the anime make it so much more intense. Alright, now let's look at the same scene in the webcomic. This is just a taste of what you're going to get in the webcomic. Truly an unknown art form that I'm glad to share with you all. People call the webcomic art bad, but it's 100 times better than anything I could come up with. The way the people are drawn so comically really highlights the comedy aspect in the manga. Plus, the glare King gives in the webcomic is fantastic. Up next, we're going to look at one of the funniest characters to look at, in my opinion, Dr. Kuseno.
これはゼノスどこでこんなものを
博士俺はもっと強くなりたい
わかったやってみようあまり無理はいかんぞ
いや多少の無理はつきものです今の俺には S 級10位以内という目標もありますし
例の師匠とやらに出された無茶な課題かお主ならそう言うと思ったわい
He's like a little funnier looking Dr. Eggman, and Dr. Eggman is already pretty funny looking. Oh, There goes Genos being edgy in the make me stronger please, pretty please, please, please. One thing I can appreciate in this series that the anime and manga didn't change was how ridiculous the character designs were. I wasn't used to it in the first season, but now it feels all natural. If you think Dr. Kuseno looks goofy in the anime, let me show you some real comedy gold. Oh my god, just look how distressed he was in that frame. He's like a sweet old grandpa in the webcomic. He was also called Dr. Stench in the manga, but that is changed to the anime because Kuseno is wordplay for the word stinky in Japanese. The anime really builds the idea that there is something more nefarious behind the doc. If that comes to be true, who really knows? Alright, now let's move on to the queen. Miss Blizzard.
やべ、間違えてキングのセーブデータに上書きしちゃったよ。よくねえよな。やべえ。お？あ、新聞なら間に合ってま。
はじめまして、新人の埼玉さん。私は地獄の吹雪。といえばわかるかしら。
え、全然わからん。誰？何？
態度的こいつ。
God, I love Fubuki like so much. Not just because she has short hair or anything, but because she is a badass strong woman. I mean, she's rank 1 of the B class. So put some respect on her name. Yeah, she might be a fan service character, but who really cares? Every anime has some, okay? I really enjoy her design in the anime. The mangaka really gave her the mob boss look and it fits her really well. Let's just say in the webcomic she is much more plain looking, to say the least. Alright, let's take a look. Wow, look at that hot mama. I don't know about you guys, I'm all team webcomic Fubuki for sure. Her aura is much more intimidating in the anime. But man, who cares? She's a queen, guys. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Alright, finally, we're going to look at one of the most badass, if not the most badass villain of the whole show, Goro.
あるね、この大予言ってのは。前代未聞の災害レベル神がやってくるって分かってたんだな。おっさんの言う通りだ。ここにいる奴らが束になっても俺は絶対に殺せない。俺はガロー。怪人に憧れて修行し、数々の武術道場を潰してきた男だ。ほらどうした？さっさと全員かかってこいよ。誰が一番強いか試そうぜ。そのために来たんだ。
Look at this spiky boy. Guys, I don't mean to flex, but I read the manga, and boy, is Goro a badass. He's JoJo levels of ripped. Come on. You can see the definition of every muscle in his upper body through the skin-tight black t-shirt he's wearing. Truly peak male potential in this one. I have to say that the anime really makes him more intimidating. You can tell that this man is actually strong compared to like the other characters around him, especially with the way he presents himself. If you don't like Goro, just keep watching, he gets better, I promise. But let's look at the OG Goro, the webcomic Goro. In the webtoon, he isn't as spiky. Yeah, he has the pointy hair, but his whole face isn't as spiky like in the anime. It just doesn't capture his edginess. But there is beauty and simplicity. He reminds me of a classic villain from back in the day when I would sit and watch Jackie Chan Adventures on Channel 7. His cockiness is something that is actively present in the webtoons as well. That's going to wrap up all the new characters that have been introduced so far. As the recording of this video, only 3 episodes have been revealed, so there isn't much to go on. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a comment or even subscribe. Finals week is upon me, so I'm very busy, so I hope you understand my all over the place schedule. This video is probably shorter than my other ones because of everything I had to get through. I'm loving One Punch Man this season though, and I hope you all are as well. By the way, I have seen the large support that the Fruits Basket comparison has gotten, and I am so lucky even to have that kind of support. I promise that next week I'm going to bring a comparison of the newest episode of Fruits Basket for you all. It might be a bit delayed because finals are really dragging my insides out right now. Like, I'm crying at my desk at least once a day, but you know what? No big deal. No big deal. Also, today's supporter of the video, I wanted to shout out HabsMD97. Thank you for leaving a kind comment and going the extra mile of following my Twitter. Hashtag Twitter plug BriThi1. You rock, man. Well, that's all for me today, my fellow weebs. Have a good one. I'm BriThi, your local DJ, signing off. Sayonara, friends.